Okay, I want to make a little video today for the people in the Common Sense group and the people that's following history and the people that's following the events in Ireland, etc. I'm out here in Mesa, Verde National Park in Colorado, and I'm drawing attention to the similarities between the Hopi tribe and the Irish tribe. Now, I use the word tribe to mean exactly what it means. I view the Irish people as a tribe, okay? Different from the Welsh tribe, different from Chinese tribe, different from any tribe for that matter. I am amazed with the similarities between the Hopis and the Irish. The Hopi people had a sort of a golden age from 400 AD when they built simple little dwellings to about 1200 AD when they built much more complex dwellings like you see down there below. Those walls down there below are about 8 meters high or 27 feet high. Their golden age lasts for about 800 years, okay? Now, it took some survival skills to build dwellings into basically the faces of cliffs there in exceedingly hostile territory indeed. Video does not do this justice. Now, the similarities between the Irish and the Hopis is the Hopis really came into their own at about 400 AD, which I would also say was about the beginning of the Gaelic Christian golden age as well, when we had the island of saints and scholars and whatnot. And the Hopis continued on in very good stead up to about 1250 AD, when the conditions here became so inhospitable that they moved on and developed a different culture altogether elsewhere. I would correlate that to the fact that the Normans were brought into Ireland and things changed after that time period. Now, when I speak to these Hopi people out here, they view themselves as a distinct indigenous people. They're not they're Hopis. They're not Apaches, they're not Navajos, they're not Sunnis. They're related to them somewhat, but they're different. They're a tribe in of themselves. At their high point, there were about 50,000 of them in this general area. Today, there's about 20,000 of them. They had their own language, their own customs. They will identify with this area, even though they have moved away from this area into other areas, because they believe they actually came from this area. And this area is them, and they are this area. I would equate that to the Irish diaspora. When I meet Irish Americans, they might be 4, 5, 6 generations removed from Ireland. But they still have that sense that they're Irish, and they know that they have come from where they have come from. And that is very important to their psyche and their identity. It now might be time for those people to consider helping out the Irish people in Ireland, because they are under duress, similar to the Hopis indeed. Whether the Irish survive as a distinct tribe is very much open to debate, in my opinion. Now, to think that somebody else can come in and become part of the Irish tribe is the greatest nonsense of all time. It's no different from a person from, we'll say, Pakistan coming here to Mesa Verde, and saying, well, I am a Hopi tribal person. That actually is against the law in this country to try to steal somebody's identity and culture like that. I think that's what should be needed in Ireland too. There should be a law that a person cannot come in and say, oh, I am Irish. But unfortunately, it's the exact opposite. The Irish themselves are being evicted from their own country. Anyway, I'm struck by the parallels between the Hopi situation and the Irish situation, and that is why I'm here today. I wanted to come out here to learn a lot about the Hopi nation. They too are trying to resurrect their native language. That too, of course, is a very tall order and very difficult. We are facing a lot of thunder and lightning and rain here. It's the most unusual place. It was about 90 degrees 10 minutes ago, and now it's raining. It's chilly. I'm up at an elevation of over 8,000 feet, so that's what I'm dealing with. But point I'm making is the Irish should view themselves as a tribe, not as a nation whatsoever. Nations are, by definition, an abstract concept. There's no such thing as a nation. A nation is just an area of land controlled by power, and the people in there will call themselves a nation. But taking Czechoslovakia, for example, a nation overnight become two nations, but the tribe will remain the same. So when I hear people talking about a united Ireland, I think that horse is long since bolted. Those people up in Northern Ireland, loyalists, etc., they are a different tribe. It's as simple as that. And it'd be just as well if they lived on their own, in their own little section, and have their own tribe. And the Irish would have their own section as well in their tribe. And you will hold on to your area by force. And that is just the way history is. Thank you for listening.